Everyone keeps asking the same question. Is Halo dead? It's a question that's followed this franchise for years now, decade. And after Infinite, after the delays, the controversies, the silence between updates, it almost feels like people expect the answer to eventually be yes. But now, I don't really think that's right. Because for the first time in a long time, Halo isn't just being built as a single game. It's being built into something much bigger than that. Something that Halo Infinite almost promised: a system, a platform, an ecosystem. And if all of that actually works, Halo doesn't just have a quote-unquote comeback. It changes completely. My name's Holotide, and today I want to talk about the future of Halo, from leaks and rumors to just my thoughts and expectations where I expect the franchise to go. So if you enjoy Halo content, make sure you subscribe. I could be your third favorite Halo YouTuber. But let's get into the video. So for most of its life, Halo has followed the same formula. One massive release, one campaign, one multiplayer suite, Forge and Firefight, custom games, the ranked, esports systems, progression. They've all been bundled into a single launch window, and then it will disappear for years. You know, we had Halo CE and Halo 2, Halo 3, Reach, 4, 5, Infinite. And after Reach, every time the expectation kind of felt the same. I know people were excited for Halo 4, but I always remember that this one game has to carry everything. But since those games came out, the industry has changed. Fortnite never resets. They do add like an OG thing, but you know, Minecraft never ends. Call of Duty literally never pauses. League of Legends never restarts. But Halo kept rebooting itself. And with Halo Infinite, I think it exposed something. Halo Infinite wasn't just another release. We really got to see what Halo needed to thrive. Campaign, multiplayer, Forge, live service, esports, progression, sandbox, custom games. All of these things had to ship at once, and they did not. The problem with Halo Infinite wasn't just execution. We all know the backstory, how the game changed so much before launch. But I think more to it, it was the structure. One game has to carry an entire franchise. But after Infinite, something shifted. 343 became Halo Studios. Halo Studios moved to the Unreal Engine. Teams split responsibilities. And then projects stopped being one pipeline. There are now multiple pipelines that exist. With Campaign Evolved, we can see that campaign and multiplayer have been separated. That's massive for Halo, in my opinion. External support studios are involved. There are parallel development with multiple games instead of just one release cycle. So now, Halo no longer depends on everything aligning for one launch. And with Campaign Evolved, on the surface, if you look at it, you know, without really thinking about it, it looks like just a remake. But it is a test. It's a foundation for Unreal and Halo. It's a way to introduce new players. It's a way to rebuild old content for modern systems. It is a stress test for everything coming next. I know a lot of people are like, the future of Halo hangs on Campaign Evolved. That's not true at all. Like, in my opinion, Halo 2 and Halo 3 are gonna get remakes. You know, there are rumors about it. It's not confirmed. And even if Campaign Evolved did poorly, which it doesn't look like it's going to do by the pre-order numbers, all of that makes sense. Those games are some of Xbox's most valuable assets. And the hype around the Halo 3 remake is going to be absolutely insane when it happens. But looking into it, having separated a Halo game with just campaign, that means that there's an opportunity to separate the multiplayer. And with Halo 7 probably being multiple years away, I think that changes everything, because now you can have this standalone multiplayer. Instead of resetting every game, you're going to have one multiplayer platform with continuous updates and permanent progression and Forge that never resets or has to be re-added. The ability to focus on the multiplayer suite and make sure everything is there on launch is so important to Halo. And for a team to be able to focus on just that and not both campaign and multiplayer is massive. And with Halo 7, in my opinion, being years away, that's good. It's time to stop rushing Halo. It's time to stop rushing launches. Yes, Halo Infinite had a delay, and quite honestly, it probably needed another 6 months to a year. Hindsight is 2020, but learn from your mistakes. And Halo is not just a game. Halo is now games, books, shows, merchandise, spin-offs. It's an entire ecosystem. Jez Corden recently got on Twitter and said that Halo Studios is not in negotiations to shut down, which of course it's not. I can't imagine that anybody would actually think that with how important Halo is to Xbox. I think that the day that they would shut down Halo Studios or 343 or whatever you want to call it is the day that Halo actually ends and the day that Microsoft gets out of the gaming business entirely. They know how much money they are sitting on. And Jez says that Xbox is very, very, very heavily evaluating how Halo is run. And some of these cutbacks with other studios revolve in allocating resources towards fixing Halo. Now, this is something that fans have been asking for years. You know, we want more Halo games. We don't want to wait 6 years in between, game launch windows. The time from Halo 5 to Infinite and now Infinite to whatever is coming next is absolutely insane. And yes, video games do take a lot of money to make now, and they do take longer to make now. But I hope that this time in between Infinite and the next era of Halo with like Campaign Evolved and stuff, they took that time to really bear down and make sure they have a vision, a plan for the future to have these games come out more often, have these spin-off games, give us ODST 2 and stuff like that. Go make Halo Wars 3, for God's sake. I don't even play that game or those games, Halo Wars 1 and 2, but the amount of videos I've watched about, like, why don't we have Halo Wars 3 and stuff is insane. Make that not stupid, I don't think it's stupid, but make that Roblox-looking game because Halo needs new fans, not just the old heads like me coming back for every release. We need new fans to get into the franchise. Halo has so much potential and so many different avenues they can take. I expect there to be a Halo TV show or movie, something. There's got to be more of that stuff. Xbox knows how important those TV shows are to generating hype and getting people on the game and invested in the franchise. If that Halo MMO FPS game is coming out, man, that's going to be incredible as well. But it's felt like we've been, quote-unquote, fixing Halo for 15 years now. I really do think that they're going to announce the standalone multiplayer game at Halo Fest. I can't imagine, with them adding more people, tickets to the event and stuff like that, how they've been hyping it up, here and there. I really do feel like it's going to be a big deal. I am more hopeful now for the future of Halo than I was before Infinite came out, to be quite honest. Now, that might be hopium speaking, but I truly feel that way. The worst thing that ever happened to Halo was the, gap years where there's just a content drought and they relied on having only one game to carry the franchise. But Halo is so much more than that. But now I want to ask you, how do you feel? What do you think is going to happen with Halo, say, within the next 5 years? What do you foresee happening? I'm going to be an old man, within the next 5 years, so I'm just hoping that something comes out. But that's going to do it for the video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. If you hate me, leave a dislike. Hype the video up if you're on mobile. And if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a wart in the comments. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.